I've suffered so much from addictions, from hating myself, from doubting myself, never allowing myself to be me. And now looking back, I think I've never really been happy in my life. Yesterday, I've realized a big thing. For me, it's the one thing that equals happiness. And I thought I would share it with you today. My name is Saphy Lara, and I've started this YouTube channel to actually start being me, to stop caring what other people think, and just to prove myself that I can do something great. In 12 days, way more than I expected actually happened. Yesterday, I checked my analytics and I saw that 2,000 people saw my videos. It means that 2,000 people saw more than 30 seconds of my videos. I couldn't believe it. But the big shift I'm going to talk to you about happened before this happened. This was just a cherry on top of the cake. It was just a sign from the universe that I'm on the right path. In my whole life, I tried to fit in a box. When I was a teenager, I was rejected at school and I suffered from loneliness because I had the belief that I wasn't good enough on my own and that being seen alone equaled failure. As I grew up, I became a musician. I tried to break out of this box by becoming a musician because everyone was telling me it's not possible. I made it. I became a musician and I worked on cruise ships for 3.5 years. I was a professional musician, and guess what? I've put myself in this box again. The world does not want you to be you. The world does not want you to succeed. Society wants you to stay in your little box. And trust me or not, most people around you actually want you to stay in this little box. For me, starting this YouTube channel was actually about being me, expressing my truth, showing the things I enjoy doing, adding value to other people's worlds, and trying to step into this authenticity. I've been on this path of searching for my purpose and trying to search what I was here to do on earth. And it's been a very long journey, trust me. It's been years that I've been struggling in silence because everything I've been through it in silence. Now it's the first time I think that I start something business-wise or community-wise, something meaningful where I actually feel like life is telling me, yes, go for it. And I feel so much strength and happiness in that because it's not about 2,000 views. This is not what it's about. It's not about the numbers. It's about the fact that I allowed myself to be me. I allowed myself to give myself permission to be me. And I never, ever, ever did that in my whole entire life. And how many of us spend their whole lives living your life and not being yourself, not allowing yourself to choose to do the things that make you happy, to choose that if you don't want to eat 3 times a day, you don't have to choose that if you want to dress in a weird way, then dress in a weird way, that if you want to go to the park and just dance weirdly in front of people, you can do it. We're conditioned to do certain things, and so we don't even know who we are, and we don't even know how to become this person. We don't know how to be authentic, and I think I never realized what authenticity means to me. But now I'm realizing that this is the answer to happiness. This is the answer to feeling fulfilled in your life and feeling like it feels right. I've been escaping through food and smoking and drinking and drugs and toxic relationships, and even more recently it was just friendships and people around me. I've been escaping all the time and I didn't know why I was escaping. I didn't understand what was wrong and what I needed to fix within me. Why are other people okay? Why are the other people... Most people, in my opinion, are quite fit. Or maybe that's not true. But I would see people as being fit and being healthy mentally and stuff. And why would I think that I'm not okay and I'm always suffering in silence? It's only now that I'm allowing myself to be me. I've spent 10 days alone. I've never ever done that. I mean, maybe I have in the past, but I was in a very different mindset. I wasn't ready for this truth. I've spent 10 days alone and I've realized that my fears and my panic made me do things for years that I didn't want to do. I've realized how much power I gave to other people's opinions. I've realized that I never ever gave importance to what I actually thought. And this makes me so angry to think about it. I'm 26 and I've spent all these years not listening to my own voice, trusting other people more than myself. And only in silence, only in aloneness, you can see your emotions, you can see your feelings. And you can see that your mind is just going to try to prevent you from everything that's on the other side of fear, which means your dreams. Your mind is going to prevent you from actually being you because it's uncomfortable, because you're going to be judged, because you're going to be rejected, because not many people are themselves, truly. See, for me, it was just 12 videos, literally 12 videos in 12 days. I committed to daily videos. And I said, well, if I committed to this, at least let's make it fun. So have a look. Just look at my 12 videos. I did a meditation, I did a workout where I just danced around and I didn't care. I'm not gonna swear because we're on YouTube. I didn't care. I was like, I approve of myself. I validate myself. I don't care what I look like. I don't care what the beauty standards are. I don't care what my voice of judgment says. I don't care what X and Y and X and Z said about me in my life. I'm just gonna do it and I'm gonna post it before I even feel the fear of judgment. I also, I put a song out there, but being a musician was part of my identity. That's not the point, right? But I just felt like, you know, putting one of my songs out there. I've put a little 7 minutes or something, 9 minutes movie of me and my own childhood and my childhood wounds, because I had to go through this. I had to relive everything I had been through. And now I'm realizing it was the beliefs as well that I had around loneliness, and I'm growing so much because I'm realizing that my beliefs were not helping me back then either. Anyway, that's not the point. But the point is that in 12 videos, I did so many different things where my mind was telling me, no, you need to do one thing to be successful in business. You need to have a niche. You need to do exactly what people say, what successful people say. But the truth is there are so many people that are successful, and some people will say A, some people will say B, some people say C, right? But most importantly, I listened to my mind that was telling me, you're not good enough. You're not gonna make it. You need to do things differently. And no matter what I did for my whole life, it would say the same thing. My point is not, you know, because I'm very, but my point is that your mind will prevent you from doing everything that you actually want to do. Fear is so strong. You feel it in your body. Like in the past 10 days, I thought I was gonna die for not seeing people for 10 days. And I actually saw a friend in 10 days. But I actually thought I was gonna die physically. Posting stuff that are actually me and releasing the fear of judgment, I thought I was gonna die. It's like fear is very intense. Emotions are so intense. So not only your mind is going to try to prevent you from actually being you, but most importantly, people don't want you to be you. Do you know why they don't want you to be you? Because they are not themselves. We live in a world where people are not themselves because we have so many rules, because we're conditioned to think, act, feel a certain way. Because if you stay in this little box that you've always been in, then people feel good about it. If you change, it means that possibility is possible. It means that growth is possible. It means that uncertainty is possible. And that's very scary for people. Being you authentically means letting go not only of your own judgment, but of your beliefs about yourself. Because if you haven't been yourself so far, it's because you have beliefs that are holding you back. And not only you are supporting your own beliefs, but all the people around you are supporting your beliefs as well. You're just in a dream. You're in a dream. And I think I just woke up from the dream. We're all so different, right? Like I look like this, right? You look different. Probably you look different. We are all different internally as well. And I believe we all have something to do here on earth. And I've been looking for this thing. You know, I was like, oh, maybe it's help people um, help people make music or help people build a business, or I really felt these things, and I still think some of it is part of it, or help people heal from their wounds, or help sensitive women who are 30 years old to do X, Y, and Z, right? It's like so specific. It's like, no, you were not sent on earth to just do this one specific thing, I believe. But I think being in your purpose, being in alignment with life, and in love and in joy, and not having to escape through anything external, like drugs, or like people, or work. Maybe you're addicted to, I don't know what you're addicted to, or maybe you're just looking for external stuff, right? It actually means living in your authentic truth. And I'm realizing now that if you're actually really living in your authentic truth, I mean, to some degree, right? You can't, yesterday I was in the park. And I was walking, and it's the first time I actually think I went to the park without my phone. And I just looked at everything, and I could hear the water from the river, the lake or whatever. I could hear the birds, I could hear people talking. I could see things. I was like, wow, I've never been here before. Because I actually slowed down, right? What point was I making? Yeah. I get it. Sorry, I lost my point. But basically, I was in the park, and I just really felt like dancing around. I just felt like, and I actually did. At some point when I was walking, there was nobody around, so I did it, and I just danced around. I was like this, I was like, oh, I hope nobody sees me, because they would judge me. And then I was like, why? Why would we be judged? When we're a kid, we're allowed to do these kind of things, and when we grow up, we're not allowed to do that anymore? Why? I didn't understand. I was like, and then I was like, why am I buying into this? Why am I not just letting myself go and letting myself dance in front of people? Oh, because I've been conditioned. Oh yeah, and I actually buy into this truth because I didn't do it. But I'm like, maybe I'm gonna go now and actually do it. Because I believe when you do what scares you, you just grow, and you realize that you're not gonna die. That fear is just, love's having control over you. But it's so scary to do the things that we actually want to do. It's so scary to be ourselves. We have so much to lose. I think it's our ego, or, I'm not really sure these days how I call it. The ego, my inner child is, I don't want to say it's a bad thing. I just want to say it's trying to protect us. And being you is probably the most scary thing you'll ever do in your life, if you ever do it. Or maybe you've done it, and if you have, let me know. By the way, feel free to subscribe. I post daily videos, and I'd love to get in touch with you. So subscribe, hit the bell button below if you enjoy my content, right? And leave a comment to let me know what your thoughts are on all of this. But this is what I've realized. Sorry, it's a long video, but my point is that if you live in your authentic truth, in who you're really meant to be on earth, you can't be trying to escape. You can't. It doesn't match. And trust me, especially my relationship with food. Oh my God, it's been so... I've tried to understand this relationship with food for so long. Especially in the past couple of months. I was like, I quit alcohol, I quit cigarettes, I quit drugs. I quit toxic relationships. I quit chips. My main source of income. I quit everything. Why am I still having an issue with food? Why do I feel like food controls me? Why am I still in this escape mode? I'm very much into self-awareness, as you can see, but I couldn't understand. I couldn't figure it out. Why? Why am I always trying to escape? And some people just seem like they're so fine with food, and they seem so fine and so in alignment with themselves, For me, I know I'm supposed to be here and impact people, help people, and give. I knew I had to fix myself so that I can help other people and share my story, share my insights, and help, and without any pretension, without any, I'm not thinking I'm better than anyone else, but I know this is what I'm here for. I'm here to help other people, but first I needed to help myself. And I've lived a nightmare for my whole life. I've lived a nightmare for my whole life. Trying to please other people, pretending to be someone I'm not, hiding who I really am. And now I spent 10 days alone. And you know what happened in my brain? I was like, I didn't die. I spent 10 days alone. I didn't die. I felt like I was going to die so many times. Because fear is so powerful. Fear is so powerful. Especially posting like this on socials and not seeing anybody was like, what are you doing? If some people around me knew what I was doing, I mean, maybe they know, but like, if some people actually knew what I was doing, they'd be like, what is she doing? Oh my God, where is she? You know? And if I think through their eyes, I wouldn't do what I'm doing. Or I would just feel really bad. I wouldn't do what I'm doing. But for my whole life, I've seen myself and I see my world. I've seen my whole life, my whole world through other people's eyes. For my whole life. Thanks God I'm 26. Thanks God I'm not 98 about to die. And even if I was, it would be a beautiful realization. But isn't this the real answer to fulfillment and happiness? Because as I got through the process of, trying to be successful, trying to make an income, build a business of my own and stuff, I was like, I'm very aware that once I'll get the money and maybe a little bit of fame or whatever, this will go away, this will fade away. I've always dreamt of having a beautiful relationship, a love relationship. I've been through so many toxic relationships, I can't even tell you about it. Now I have the beautiful relationship and it feels so natural to me and I almost forget to be grateful for it when I've longed for this for so long. So I know that when you are successful in your own way, right? Success can be, as simple as having a 9-to-5 and being fulfilled in it. Like, I'm not saying success has to be this massive, having a big impact in the world and stuff. But I'm just very aware that when you have a big goal and you hit the goal, it feels good for about 5 minutes. I think I've grasped that. So yesterday I was like, what's my success? What does happiness mean to me? What does success mean to me? And I think I found it. And I wanted to share it with you today because it might resonate with you. I think success is being you. Is being you. Who you were meant to be, but who you want to be. I believe your inspiration is talking through your intuition. It's talking to you. It's so clear, it's so quiet. You have to listen to it, it's so quiet. Fear is so loud. It's so loud. Judgment, fear is so loud. Trust me, it's so loud. It's panic. It's like, oh, I have to do this right now. I've lived 26 years of my life for other people. For 26 years of my life, I've lived for other people. And now I'm breaking out of the box and I'm allowing myself to be me. And I've kept saying that I released my old self, that I felt like I was dying. I feel so uncomfortable. I'm moving into something new. I got my future self to talk to me and show me the way. And I believe in this stuff. Maybe you think it's spirituality, like a little bit too woo-woo for you, or maybe not. But I really believe in this stuff. Your future self is actually talking to you. Is actually showing you the way. For the past 10 days, I've been very scared of facing myself. I thought I would go and see my friends every 2 days because I've been conditioned to think that you need to see people to be okay. And this is the belief I've created because every time I spend more than 2 days alone, I feel panic. And the only way I've escaped through the panic is to see people. But now what I've done is I've just sat with it. I sat with it here, with my bijou. I don't know if you've seen him in my inner child video, but my how do you say that in English? Un doudou quoi, I'll put it on the, anyway. Like just so scared, just so panicked. So scared of, I don't even know what, of dying maybe? Fear is incredibly powerful. And I just took that opportunity in the past 10 days too. It's like I just sneaked through the door like this, and I didn't let fear control me. I felt so much fear, so much doubt. 12 days of posting a daily on YouTube. Who are you to do this? You're posting a workout, you're not a personal trainer? Who are you to do this? You're just dancing around like this? Who are you to do this? I could hear it, you know, from other people, but also from myself. Like, who are you to do this? Well, I'm just being me. I've held back for so long. I'm just being me. And I don't really care what people think anymore because I validated myself. And I think this is all what we're all looking for. Validate ourselves. Validate yourself today and maybe all your problems will go away. Maybe you'll realize you don't need anybody else to be happy. Maybe you'll realize you don't need food, smoking, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is, to feel something. Maybe you can just allow yourself to be you. Anyway, guys, that was my point. My own version of happiness and success equals being you. And it's hard. I believe it's hard. But I think it's like anything. It's the first step that is hard, then it's easy. And I've taken that first step. And I can't tell you I can't even tell you how it feels. I would say that I'm someone who has suffered for a long time. I can see now how my brain has made me suffer for a long time. And now I'm breaking through something big. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for watching until the end. Again, feel free to subscribe down below. I post videos daily. I can't believe I'm doing that, but I'm really excited. Feel free to let me know who you are, where you come from, and if you're related with anything I said in this video. I'd be so happy to connect with you on here or on Instagram. I'm quite active on Instagram. And let me know if there are any topics you'd like me to talk about. I'm still figuring out how to talk, you know, it's just my 12th video. And yes, thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!